I put it to you, Ms. Evans, that you stole that money.
The prosecutor's voice sliced through the courtroom. Sarah Evans, once a beloved teacher, now sat accused, her hands trembling.
No, I would never do that. I would never steal.
The prosecutor turned to the jury, painting Sarah as a thief who betrayed her students.
Ladies and gentlemen, this teacher stole a $5,000 donation meant for the school.
Sarah flinched, feeling the weight of every suspicious stare.
Objection, Your Honor. The prosecutor is badgering the witness.
The judge sustained the objection, but the damage was done. Sarah's reputation was unraveling. She thought of her students. Would they believe she was a thief? A tear slid down her cheek. Her lawyer, David Chen, gave her a reassuring nod. She wasn't alone, but the courtroom felt colder than ever. The prosecutor's ambition was clear. He wanted a conviction, not the truth. Sarah closed her eyes, clinging to memories of her classroom, desperate for hope. Her world, built on kindness and trust, was crumbling in minutes. She opened her eyes, meeting the prosecutor's gaze, a silent plea for mercy. But all she saw was cold, unyielding ambition. The nightmare had only just begun. The jury's verdict would decide her fate. Before the accusation, Sarah's life was simple. Her classroom was her sanctuary, her students her family. She organized fundraisers, stayed late to help, and was the heart of the school. But one accusation shattered everything. She was led out in handcuffs, her students watching in shock. The town turned against her. Friends vanished, neighbors avoided her, and the school suspended her. Her apartment, once filled with laughter, became a prison of anxiety. Her savings vanished as she hired a lawyer.
He doesn't care about the truth, he only cares about winning.
David Chen believed in her innocence but warned her. The prosecutor was ruthless. Sarah's faith in justice wavered. She felt like a ghost in her own life. Only her students' letters, filled with hope and love, kept her going. She clung to them, praying for a miracle. The world she loved was gone, replaced by fear and despair. But hope, though faint, was not lost. In court, the prosecutor presented a grainy security video.
This video shows Ms. Evans near the safe the night the money disappeared.
The footage was blurry, impossible to tell if it was really Sarah or what was taken. Still, the prosecutor called it undeniable proof.
Mr. Gable, did you see Ms. Evans at the school that night?
Yes, I saw her leaving the office late. She seemed in a hurry.
Sarah's heart sank. She'd been at school late but not near the office. Why was Mr. Gable lying? David Chen sensed something was off. The evidence felt too perfect. During cross-examination, David noticed Mr. Gable glancing nervously at the prosecutor.
Your Honor, the video's timestamp flickers. It's been edited.
The prosecutor objected, but doubt crept in. The jury, however, seemed convinced by the prosecutor's story. Sarah felt herself drowning in lies. David gave her a determined nod. He wouldn't give up. The truth was out there, and he was determined to find it. But time was running out. The web of deceit was tightening. Sarah's hope was fading. Suddenly, a young voice broke the tension.
I have to say something.
Leo, one of Sarah's students, stood up, clutching a phone, his mother by his side.
Young man, what do you have to say?
Ms. Evans is innocent. I know who really took the money.
The courtroom gasped. The prosecutor tried to object, but the judge silenced him.
Come forward, son. Tell us what you know.
I was at school late for science club. I saw Mr. Harrison, the prosecutor, giving Mr. Gable an envelope of money.
The room erupted in murmurs. The prosecutor protested, but Leo continued.
I recorded it on my phone. I have proof.
In that moment, Leo's courage changed everything. The truth was about to be revealed. The courtroom held its breath. A child's bravery was about to expose a terrible injustice. Hope flickered back to life. David Chen played Leo's video for the court. The audio was clear. Mr. Harrison's voice was unmistakable.
Here's the first payment. Say you saw the teacher near the office. I'll handle the rest.
The jury stared in shock. The prosecutor's scheme was exposed.
Mr. Harrison, do you have an explanation?
He was speechless, caught in his own web of lies. All eyes turned to Mr. Gable, the janitor.
He made me do it. He said he'd help me with my debts if I lied about Ms. Evans. He edited the tape.
Mr. Gable broke down, confessing everything. Sarah felt relief, sadness, and anger all at once. The truth had finally come out, not through legal arguments, but through a child's courage. The lies had collapsed. Only the truth remained. Justice was within reach. The nightmare was ending. Sarah's innocence was clear. The judge's verdict was swift.
Ms. Sarah Evans, you are acquitted of all charges. You are free to go.
The gallery erupted in cheers. Sarah wept with relief.
We did it, Sarah. The truth won.
No, David, we all did it.
Sarah thanked Leo, calling him her hero.
You taught us to always tell the truth, Ms. Evans.
Sarah hugged him, grateful for his courage. The prosecutor was arrested. Mr. Gable, remorseful, received leniency for his confession.
I forgive you.
Sarah meant it. Forgiveness brought her peace. A week later, Sarah returned to school to a standing ovation. Banners read, "Welcome back, Ms. Evans." She was home. The nightmare was over. She had survived, stronger than before. Her faith in truth and kindness was restored. She stood before her students, finally at peace. Justice had prevailed. The power of truth had set her free. This story reminds us, a lie can never defeat the truth. The prosecutor's wall of deceit crumbled because one child had the courage to speak up. True courage is doing what's right, even when you're afraid. Leo's bravery lit up the darkness. Sarah lost everything, but never her integrity. The prosecutor, blinded by ambition, lost it all. Integrity is more valuable than power or money. When you see injustice, speak up. Choose what's right, not what's easy. The path of truth leads to justice and peace. One act of bravery can change everything. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it.
What's something people don't know about stories? They never truly end. There's always a new adventure waiting for you. Just pick your next tale and I'll meet you there. Subscribe to the Story Circle and let me know which story I should tell next in the comments.